Hello Ringlets, we have a bit of a special one for you today. I'm going to let you watch this clip first. Hello Ringlets and welcome. This is X-Files, the video game. This was on the PS1 and the PC, but for the purpose of this video I'm playing the PC version of the game. The reason being is that it is much easier because it's a point and click game. It's an FMV point and click game. I had this on the PS1 and I completed it back in the day. So I'm going to do a series of this. It's a 7-disc game. And I'm very excited to bring this to my channel. Some of you may not have even seen this game, but I think it's a great fun game. And let's get started, guys. So, the premise of the game is that you actually have these video FMV scenes. Like this. This is Agent Mark Wilmore, by the way.
Why Agent Wilmore?
Why Agent Cook?
You picked a great day to be late. There's some big gun in from DC. I don't know what's up, but it looks serious.
This game is so funny and cheesy. You can choose between a few different things. You can go forward, left, right. You can look at things, etc. But let's choose funny.
Yeah, he's probably here to make sure we're not stealing paper clips.
The ever funny Agent Wilmore. So here we go. So we have our PDA and our cellular telephone. Let's have a look at our cellular telephone. Oh, look at this, guys! So cool, isn't it? Let's call Mark Cook. He's in the office.
You have reached the automated messaging system of the Seattle FBI field office. Messages for Mark Cook cannot be taken at this time. Your number has been recorded.
Let's phone our wife.
Hi, this is Barbara. I just bought this machine and I can't do a thing with it. If you have a listed number, I can call you back using Call Watch. If not, I guess you'll have to try your call again later. Thanks.
Cheers, wife. Anyway, look. This game is a point-and-click adventure. You can walk around using this. And basically, yeah, it's really cool. So where did we start out? We started out here. So let's go in here. I have completed this game on the PS1. So I may know some things to do, I may forget. But this is what you have to do first. You have to pick up your binoculars, your camera, lockpick, your torch, your night vision goggles, and your evidence kit. That's the first thing you've got to do. You can obviously look at things that are on the wall as well. There's a little eye symbol that comes up when you can look at stuff. For instance, if I go forward here, I can go in my office here. This is my office. I can look at posters and paintings and things. They're not always important, but they, you know, it adds a bit of immersion to the game. It's a pretty cool game. So this is your office. Okay, so let's answer this phone. Hello?
Wilmore.
Agent Wilmore, I want to see you in my office.
That does not sound good. That does not sound good. Let's go and play with this. Oh dear. It's pretty funny. There's obviously some things around here. So you have a mug on the table there, and this is probably your wife. I don't know if that's your kid or whatever, but what's that? This is a big picture here. Lovely music comes on when, look at that camera. You can obviously go down here, and look, let's open the drawer. So what do we have here? We have his gun, we've got handcuffs, and badge. Okay, so now that we've got that, we can go on the computer here. And it asks you for your name and password. Now, I have used a little bit of help from a guide with this, because there was some information that I've forgotten how to get. So you have to, I'm doing this with my keyboard here. So you have to put in Craig Wilmore. And I don't know where you find his password. Let me know if anyone knows, but it's Shiloh. So you can connect to that.
You've got mail.
And you've got email, so you can look at your email. To Craig Wilmore from Jim Sites, Rugby Rules. Hey man, how's it hanging? Great to see you last week. It had been way too long. Glad you enjoyed the game, but I'm sorry you were too much of a wuss to play. And just for the record, it's 1 tooth and 2 concussions, not the other way around. And my pearly whites look better than ever, which is more than I can say for you. Guess it's lucky you're not a smoker, eh? Ha! Check you later, Jim. Give blood. Play rugby. Okay. We've checked that one out. This is Mark Cook that we just spoke to. Pull tabs. It looks like we've finally got a break on the pull tab counterfeiters. We should talk later, but Shanks expects us to have the case wrapped up in a few days. Just thought you'd like a heads up. And some case files from Mike Robinson. What does the FBI do with its case files once the cases have been resolved? I'd love to get hold of one or two. I've got an idea for a book, but it will involve some FBI cases, and I'd like to build it up from real life. Let me know if you can help out. No hard feelings if you can't get me anything. Super M. This is from Mike Robinson, so you can send out an APB on missing people. You can check your photos here that you take with your camera. Can I search? No data found. X files. X files. No data found. What about LOL? You can search here, Intelligence Network Agency, so you can search for name, phone numbers, vehicle license number. This is basically like it pretends that it's your desk and your PC, so it's pretty cool. So what do we have here? We've got some files. This is a little menu at the bottom that you can use. So what do we have here? Federal investigation. Do not destroy. Can't read the writing there, but never mind. Cool, so these are my cases that I've worked on. So what do we have to do next? Okay, so let's head forward into here. Here's apparently some of the states. Oh, it's FBI region, okay. Okay, we can look at that. Yep, that's great, that's really helpful. Here's our colleague.
Hey partner, how's it going?
Let's talk to him.
So who's the big gun from DC?
I think his name is Skinner. Assistant Director Skinner.
Skinner.
What case is you working on?
Pull tab counterfeiters.
We knew that already.
And the militia group still active in the Northern Cascades. and an assist to the DEA on a meth lab ring, but I'm handling things okay.
Cool.
Did, Shanks seem upset?
Well, he smiled at me. That's never a good sign.
No, it's not. There's some pretty funny things that you can do. I can use my badge on him.
I don't want that.
I don't want that. But just for the purpose of this video, I want to show you something.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
And if you try to get your gun out,
Don't do that.
if you shoot your gun, this is what happens. So luckily I actually saved it just there because I didn't want to mess the game up. So where do we have to go next? So what we're going to have to do is go in here and... oh look, there's a cupboard. But there's nothing in it, guys. I did have a little refresher of this yesterday, but I didn't do much.
Commander,
This is Shanks.
this is Assistant
I always thought
Director
his name was
Skinner.
Armitage Shanks.
Agent Wilmore? Sir?
Like the, you know, things that males pee in.
Two of my agents are missing, Fox Mulder and Dana Scully. I haven't heard from them in 3 days. I'm extremely concerned.
The background noise is really annoying, I think, because it's just constant telephone ringing. So this is the file, and here they are getting into a car. It looks so fake. So here's some information about Mulder and Scully. Gives you their phone numbers and everything like that. All that kind of stuff. So you can...
I don't want
I don't want that. Can I give you these?
I don't want that.
Can I give you this photo?
I don't want that.
I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to deal with it. Alright,
Are they
let's
romantically
go through
involved?
this.
I don't know. I don't think so.
No, probably not, no.
Where were they last seen?
In my office in D.C., right before they left.
What case were they working on?
I'm not quite sure. All I have is this travel requisition which shows that they were going to Everett, Washington.
Interesting.
These two agents were able to function with a high degree of autonomy due to the nature of the cases they pursued.
Okay. So, what were you doing? Oh, 1996? That's a long time ago. Is this game really that old? I don't know. Reservation. Okay. Travel approved. Yep, that's fine.
Can I get their cell phone numbers?
You'll find it in the
I already knew
dossier,
that.
however, they're not answering.
Have they disappeared before?
No, not like this.
Have they been romantically involved in the past?
As I say,
I don't know why that's important.
I don't believe so.
Maybe he thinks that they've run away together or something.
Should Cook be involved in this investigation?
Well, that's up to you, really. You know the Bureau's policy on backup? I would suggest you use all available resources.
I will.
Do you know of anything unusual in Everett?
There's nothing that I'm aware of.
What should I do with my current cases?
Hand them off to Cook. I know he's busy, but this is priority.
Good news.
File an APB on Mulder and Scully, then give your current case files to Cook. A.D. Skinner will join you shortly.
That's good. That's great. Okay. What should I do with this?
You need to visit those locations.
Okay. What if I give that to you?
I don't want
I don't want that. Okay, I guess I'll head out if you guys are just gonna sit there and stare at me all day. Yep, I've seen that before. Let's go out here. Oh,
So, okay. What's happening? You can't just sit on this. You gotta tell me what's happening.
let's be serious.
A couple of agents have disappeared. A pair out of D.C., Mulder and Scully, male and female. Been gone for 3 days.
And he always gives you the same look no matter what you say to him. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to go up to him and give him our case files.
Will you file an APB on Mulder and Scully for me?
Yes.
Cool, so he's filed an APB for us, so we don't have to do that now.
Shanks wants me to hand my cases off to you.
I forgot that you have to actually get your case files and then click on him. Here you go, sir.
Great. Thanks, Golden Boy.
So now he's got the case files. Let's go back out into the hallway. Hang on. No. Back. Ah!
I suggest we start with the motel where Mulder and Scully are staying. I'll be waiting for you in the car.
Okay. Okay then, so let's just have a little exploration before we go. On this board there's a few things. On here, none of them are really that important. There's just sort of stuff on the wall. It's just a whole office you can look at. I just love the way they do it in like photos and stuff. You know, try and find these criminals, all that kind of stuff. Eat at this place, blah blah blah. Supplies. What does that one say? Blank forms. I mean, it's just all window dressing really. There's a man on the wall. There's a woman on the wall. And like I say, that's your office, and there's not really much you can do there. Alright, so let's head to the exit. What I'll do is I'll just show you how to get to the next place. So this is what we would do. Well, you can open up your PDA to travel right here, so I don't even have to go to the door. But for the purpose of this, I can just click on here. So right here it will say where I can go to, and you've got... It kind of looks like a Kindle, doesn't it? You've got your email on here, you can create notes, that kind of stuff, or leave yourself memos. You've got addresses here and everything. So that would be where we're headed next. So in the next video we will head to the hotel and we'll try and find out the mystery of what has happened to Mulder and Scully. But for now, Ringlets, take care, and I hope you enjoyed this video.